I'm gonna ask you this one question. Do you notice anything different about trash? Probably not. But if you take a look at our info tab, you can see that we are finally not underweight. That is extremely nice to see. Not only that, but we are on our 20th day of this beautiful apocalypse with a full beard to sport under our gas mask. Our stats are looking fantastic, and our generator is running like a dream. I will say this though, as much as I do love this small home, we are probably going to be doing some more crazy stuff in the future. It is still storming out, so today is going to be a pretty chillax day, mainly of us reading, maybe cleaning off our character and doing the bare minimum like that. So I guess the first thing that Trash should do is wash himself off all of the way. We're home now, which means there's not going to be much combat, so we might as well look presentable because I won't be getting dirty anytime soon. Surprisingly, even with the freezing wind chill, our character is self-sustaining with our temperature, so we don't have to worry about a cold ever again. I say that as I get colder. It's not that bad, though. There we are. Our character is now clean. The storm is still raging on, so I guess what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day is read a few books. Honestly, Trash deserves this little break. So I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. It's gonna be a lot of boring stuff like this. Though we are in a heated home with the lights working, so we do have to be pretty thankful for that. I'm actually extremely thankful. Usually with a lot of my characters, I really don't get that far. And that is Fishing Volume 1 taken care of. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm starting to realize how little we actually have to do here. I guess we can cook food. We can eat it, though I kind of want to save cooking food for a special occasion later. You know what? I might go back on what I said before about this being a homesteading episode, and I am going to introduce you to Trash's Super Omega Bucket List. Tomorrow, of course. It's getting pretty damn late out, so yeah, I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Particularly on the 21st day. We woke up even heavier than before, and the snow has stopped snowing, with it melting away as well. So the visibility is going to be perfect. Anyways, we have done just about everything in terms of, making a home, barricading it, securing it, going out, getting food. We have enough food to last us months. And really, the whole point of the CDDA challenge is the incredibly difficult start. So I'm gonna take advantage of our location, which is Louisville, which hosts some of the coolest spots known to man. So in my off time, I kinda compiled a top 10 list of, let's say, tourist attractions that we should visit before ending off this series. These places are going to be filled with zombies and extremely dangerous to clear out, but I want to see if I can pull it off. So let me introduce you to some of our locations. We're going to be writing our top 10 list right off the side into these woods here because we're not going to be using it much. I will also say that this is going to be a numbered list, but the actual list does not matter. I just want to visit every single location in whichever order I can get them done first in. So here it is. Number 10 is going to be the Army Surplus Store. This place is going to have a bunch of weapons and ammo that I will be able to use to clear out other spots, so this is a little bit higher on the priority list. Number 9 is going to be a staple inside this city, and that is going to be the baseball stadium. It's massive, going to be filled with a bunch of zombies, and I think doing a massive Molotov burn in the middle of it would be extremely freaking cool. Maybe we can even get a signed baseball bat there, who knows? Up to number 8, which is going to be the massive cemetery. This place seems a little bit more boring compared to an army surplus store in a baseball stadium, but there is something there that is extremely cool. So we're gonna mark that down, and I can't wait to show you the surprise there. Number 7 is going to be the art gallery, where we can find a bunch of really cool art pieces and pieces of furniture that we might be able to bring home as well. Number 6 is going to be the Finnegan Research Facility. This place does seem pretty suspicious amongst a zombie apocalypse, but I think it'd be pretty fun to clear out. Number 5 is a gym. I don't need to elaborate. It's just pretty cool to check out a massive gym, and it's also in one of the most populated areas of Louisville. Now, this is where stuff starts to get a little wacky. Up next for number 4, we have the Night Glow Nightclub. That is quite a lot of words, but this place is extremely cool, and I think it'd be really awesome to have a nice little rave there. Who knows? With the whole theme of partying going all the way over to number 3, which is the Velvet Tassel, which is actually a strip club, which should be pretty cool to get some awesome outfits out of. Then you can't forget number 2, which is going to be the Spiffo headquarters. There's a really cool statue that I want to take a picture of there, and we might even be able to play in the play pit. So that's going to be one of the last spots we will check out, with number 1 being the Grand Ohio Mall, one of the most populated areas and a really good place to end it off. There is one last location that I do want to check out, but if we can survive every other location on this list, we're gonna have to go check it out. So yeah, this is gonna be my little tourist attraction list. We're going to be marking a circle next to every single location, so we can cross it out when we do visit it and at least check out some of the interiors. There you have it. Now Good Old Trash actually has an end game goal to work with. If we can complete all of these, I think we can safely end the challenge there. This is going to take quite a while, by the way, from the zombie population alone. And if you're wondering, I will not be clearing out all of the zombies, as the CDDA challenge has default zombie respawns on, which would make it an impossible task. But we can visit every single location and get a good look from the outside. But that'll have to wait for another day. Which is good, because visiting a lot of those locations will be extremely stressful. And speaking about stress, I think we can unwind a little bit by cooking a little bit of grub. If you don't remember, last episode, we got ourselves a baking pan, and while this is kind of unremarkable from the first look at it, I did also find, a while ago, some pie dough. And we can combine the two and make ourselves a pie with a rolling pin. So, you know what? I think we've earned ourselves a nice little pie. I really don't know how the dough survived this long without rotting, but I won't ask that question. So, let's go make ourselves a nice honey sweet pie. We have a bunch of canned fruit inside here that I will be able to use to make this extremely delicious. I don't know what kind of combination of fruits we're going to be using, but we're going to be going with the flow, alright? So right now we got ourselves a honey sweet pie, but we will be adding in some fruit cocktail, some canned pineapple, and some peaches on top, giving us a big old delicious pie that we can enjoy. Minus 78 hunger, and we will rename this the Victory Pie. I don't know why I put a "the" in there, but it is there. And hopefully, by eating all of this in one go, we will ensure Trash's good luck and prosperity in the future. We're done with that, and now I have run out of things to do at the house. I already have food, I have books, I've read books, I don't have any VHSs. We're kind of just a sitting duck inside here right now, so I think we ought to visit one of the locations today. And that kind of leads me into another thing that I need to do. I need to mark down every location that's actually visible on the map so far. We don't have much here, but I can go ahead and mark down stuff like the mall. So let's go mark down all the ones that we can see right now, so I can, have a better visualization of the ones that I can do right now. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are somewhere out there, with 5 being right here. 6 would be here, 7 would be there, 8 is here, 9 is there, and number 10 will probably be right down here. As you see, we have quite a few locations to visit, and they are all in different areas of the world. The only one that isn't too close right now, and the one that I will probably loot today, is going to be all the way down here at the cemetery. There's going to be a bunch of zombies, but it's most far out there, so I want to take care of it today. And the road down is going to be pretty easy. All we got to do is take the path all the way to the strip area, move down here, and then take a right, and we should be right down over there. So, let's go do it. Let's see if we can go take care of the cemetery today. It is 11:50 a.m., so it is still pretty early in the morning. All I have to do is prepare by bringing a couple of Molotov cocktails, some weapons, some ammo. You already know how it is. Yeah, I think we're ready. Let's go head outside, turn off our generator, and get going. The only thing that I am kind of scared about is that I may or may not have left my sledgehammer. I definitely left my sledgehammer back at home. Okay, that's a small problem, but I can solve that by picking up the sledgehammer that I dropped off when I left last episode. So you know what? It's not going to be that bad. I will see you all when I make it down there. I will also be packing some extra food. I'll see you then. With a lot of time to spare, we have finally made it back here for my skeleton key. I can't believe I forgot about this little guy. It's a good thing you're gonna be right back in my trunk. Though I will say one last thing, I really regret not taking a generator with me because we have a nearby gas station, and it's just kind of going to waste, especially with all the zombie clearing I did. But I think we should stay here for the rest of the night, and when it's a little bit brighter out and I have more time to kill zombies is when we can truly move out. So I guess I'm just gonna lay low, play it pretty, play it cool. I will see you all tomorrow when I can pull off my big heist. Alrighty, now it's finally time to leave. Also, happy New Year's Day, everyone. It is currently the 31st of December, which means there's one more day left to this year, and then after that, it's gonna be a new chapter for Trash, the tourism arc. I mean, I guess we're kind of starting a little bit early, but the early bird gets the worm, right? I say that like I'm not driving a mini death machine right into a possibly massive horde of zombies. I don't know what to expect at the cemetery. I'm hoping it's not going to be that bad, but it's pretty deep into the town, so your guess is as good as mine. I really hope we get a new vehicle sometime during this series, because I need the self-assurance of actually driving a car that's decent in condition. What I'm trying to say is that driving through these hordes makes my blood pressure spike through the roof, and it's not good for my health. Mentally and physically, potentially. By the way, I am gonna need to go back through this path when we're done at the graveyard. So that's gonna be fun as well. Let's stop complaining though. We're about halfway there, and maybe we can relax a little bit when we do get there. Oh, I forgot how bad things can actually get once you're in the city. This is not a good look for me, like at all. But on the bright side, we made it over to the graveyards. Yippee, and it looks like it's just as bad here as it is anywhere else. Hopefully that won't be too much of a bother. We are gonna start to drive down this way for our first treasure of the day. Yep, the graveyard is actually pretty infested with these damn things. Who would have thunk that? We're gonna drive through a little bit more though, and I will show you the approximate location of our first treasure. Once we clear out the zombies, it's gonna be an easy yoink and run away type plan. I think we've actually made it, so I'm gonna park up here, kind of far away from the zombies, and we can begin rounding up all of these zombies and burning them down to the ground. I also forgot to bring out my damn shotgun shells in the glove box. Okay, that's gonna complicate things, but I do have my revolver, so we can use that to round up most of the zombies here and see how far we can get with the burn. Oh, I love using guns in this game. Even if the pistols don't hit as hard, it's still extremely fun. And that's all my ammo in the revolver. Now it's time to craft up a couple of Molotovs. I think one should deal with most of the zombies here. I'm honestly surprised that Trash isn't desensitized at this point. We've been surrounded by these zombies every day of our lives. And once you get surrounded by like a few thousand zombies and live to tell the tale, you'd think it'd start to become old news, but I guess at the same time, how can people wanting to rip you limb from limb in a very gruesome way be old news? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna agree with Trash on this one. This is slightly terrifying. And it'd probably be even more terrifying if I didn't have my hands on a good old Molotov cocktail to turn this horde into a rave. It's so easy when you're smarter than the rest of these flesh bags to pull off strategies like this. In 2 hours' time, they should be taken care of. I'm just begging, pleading, and praying that the flames don't spread all the way towards the treasure that I am trying to acquire. I would cry if it did burn. The only real disadvantage of this method is that I won't be able to get any weapons that are on those zombies. I'm 100% confident in the fact that there are probably a couple of katanas that have just been burned down to the ground because of this method. But there's nothing as satisfying as watching all these zombies drop instantaneously because of your really good Molotov throw. Look at that! The numbers are thinning themselves out! And we'll might as well, get a couple of good swings in there. Why the hell not? Woo-hoo. Oh, hold on. I see a knife in there. I hope that doesn't burn away. I would really enjoy that. It's also extremely satisfying to hear the zombie death sound like over and over again as they all drop down. And another fun fact, them being on fire actively lowers their health, so by the end of their life cycle, they are all one-shots. Cool. You know what they say, another day, another dollar. And with that, the last smoldering flame is gone, leaving a big old bloody ash pile. I don't think the zombie that I stabbed is alive anymore for me to loot, which is kind of a disappointment, but it was for the greater good. Now I can finally show you the place that I want to get my treasure from. But I will state this, it is extremely cool. And if you probably looked at the thumbnail, you already have an idea of what it is, and that's because I couldn't resist using it as a thumbnail, alright? It looks cool! It looks cool, damn it! But if you didn't know, inside one of these buildings, I forget which one, there is a very special furniture item that you can only get by bashing down a wall with a sledgehammer. It's completely out of sight if you're on the map project, so it is a secret that not a lot of people know of. All I gotta do is clear out a few more zombie hordes to actually reach my way over, which should be nothing when, you're talking to the Blade Master. While everyone else was out partying and being normal, Trash studied the blade. I gotta get my hands on some more meat cleavers, by the way. This weapon is extremely good, and it feels nice to be able to switch things up with a slashy type weapon. I mean, look at that! Oh, they never stood a damn chance. Get out of here. Oh. There we are. How many more hordes do I need to take care of? Quite a few more. Oh, I love knives so much, man. A couple more stabbings like that, and we should have clear access and enough range to actually pull out our sledgehammer and use it. Okay, I think that's gonna be most of them. Thanks for the extra screwdriver, bozo. Sadly, that's the only weapon they had on them aside from this lighter. But now we have free access to, I guess these would be called the little mausoleums. And within the mausoleum is where the treasure is. I don't know if it's this one or that one over there, but it's one of these bad boys. And we're gonna figure it out the only way Trash knows how. And that, my good friends, is gonna be brute force. If we're not stabbing our way through the competition, we're gonna be bashing our way into it. Oh yeah, bringing in the 9-pound sledgy. I'm so happy I decided to leave it back at the gas station. If I had genuinely lost this, I would be distraught. We found 2 so far, which is already really good. And I forget which place actually does have the gold. So we're gonna have to figure that out together as well. Is that a free hunting knife? No, it's a kitchen knife, but I'll take it. Now, we do have 2 options on where this could be. My guess is... Oh, hold on here. Anyways, my guess is that spot, but usually my instinct is wrong on these type of things, so I'm gonna say it's that mausoleum down there that has the goodies inside. So let's try this one first. Oh my god! Okay. Oh, I really should have thought that one through a little bit. I kind of got lulled into a false sense of security there. You know, seeing how I did stab every single zombie other than these few in here. I'm just gonna run in real quick and pop, pop, bingo, you. We made it inside. Aside from the very nice decorative flowers, there is something that lurks behind one of these. Now, this might be a bit of an ethical thing because I am technically defiling the graves of many, but that's fine because we, ladies and gentlemen, have found riches beyond our wildest comprehension. I really don't know why there's a random pallet of gold bars in here. The ecstasy of gold! I'm pretty sure this is a good, bad, and ugly reference given that we are in a cemetery, so that makes it even cooler. That is genuinely a pallet of gold bars. I don't know how much that would be worth, but it is definitely worth millions upon millions of dollars. And if Trash wasn't one of the only people left in the world, we would be vibing. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the ecstasy of gold with us, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. That's all I came here for. I'm actually really surprised that we got it on our first try. There's only one pallet here, so there's nothing else, which is pretty sad, but hey, one pallet of gold is better than zero. So yeah, this is the treasure of Louisville. Honestly, today went pretty well when it came to extracting the treasure. And now Trash can call himself a multi-millionaire. You know, through less than ideal means, but that don't mean we ain't got the money. Yeah, let's go drop this back off to our house and we can find some of the other spots. The last thing that I will do is mark... Oh my lord, you scared the tartar sauce out of me. We should probably get out of here. I'll mark it down once we get a little bit further down, all right? Which is gonna be right now, as that marks down our first real victory. Okay, we got, what, 9 more to go, and we'll be done here. This was probably one of the easiest as well, because, you know, it's out in the open, so it makes clearing out zombies a lot easier, but I'll take it. You know, it's kind of like a nice little segue into a bunch of our other adventures. Let's get the hell home before it gets any darker, though. I'm probably gonna go sleep at the gas station area once again. But yeah, we got ourselves an actual treasure. I mean, how many pieces of furniture have their own unique name? The ecstasy of gold? That sounds so freaking cool. And now you guys know as well. So if you want to risk your life out here in the middle of hell itself because of the amount of zombies, you too can become a millionaire. Though I will say I am not responsible for any deaths or injuries that you may come across on the way. Let's get the hell back while avoiding the zombie hordes tactically. Whew! Judging from all the corpses that litter the streets, we have made it back to a pretty safe zone with the gold in tow. I will check to see how bad this car got beaten up, but after that, we're gonna go grab some shut-eye and drop it off back at our house. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I realize that we're gonna need some, you know, extended places to drop off our stuff. And yeah, our hood is not looking that good at all. Well, the engine is still good condition, so, you know, it's a win-win. Anyways, we got our gold. We got our first location out of the way. I'll count this as a win. We're gonna go sleep at the good old... what's it called again? Crozy Crockpot. I will see y'all tomorrow on the next episode, to where I think we can probably tackle the Finnegan Research Facility. Peace the hell out, everyone.